Hello, YouTube. Hello to everybody in the chat and everybody watching on the VOD. Here's another awesome session of Shintigercurl Streamin with your esteemed host, that dude in the straw hat, Mr. Shintigercurl. How's everybody doing tonight? Of course, seeing my old friend, Mr. Devil Pogo Stick in the chat. What's going on, man? Glad you could make it. Hopefully, we can make it through this edition of Shintigercurl Streamin without any technical difficulties from the game. But before we get back to King's Dilemma and hopefully commit less war crimes and crimes against humanity, you know what time it is. It's time to get your guns out, lock and load, because it's time to shoot the shit. That's right. It's Thursday, my friends. We're a couple of weeks away from Old Hallows Eve. And I got something to say. I will be sharing a story when it gets closer to Halloween. I'm not sure what day Halloween falls on. If it falls on a day that I'm streaming, I might do that. But it's a story I want to share, but not right now. I want to get in the right mood for that. So, AEW Dynamite last night, post Wrestle Dream. Not much going on. It was kind of a not so great show, I will admit that, but it did plant some seeds for some great stuff. We got the return of Adam Cole, who says he's out there to try to beat the asses of one MJF. Oh, that's nice. Happy birthday to your niece. That's always good. Anyway, Max says that, Max gets on the screen and he says that he has no intentions of fighting Adam Cole, baby, because that would give him some kind of satisfaction. Uh, hello, Hello, Car Junkie. Welcome, welcome. Just shooting the shit for right now. So anyway, MJF says he has no intentions of fighting Maxwell Jacob. MJF has no intentions of fighting Adam Cole because it would give Cole satisfaction, whether he won or lost. So he's just going to keep ducking him for the rest of the year. They're going to get to Tango, and I'm going to be here for it. Shelton Benjamin made his AEW debut by beating the brakes off one Leo Rush. I do love how his in-ring style is more tactical and ground-based and more strike-focused heavy. Let's see what else. Oh, of course, you can't forget the most interesting thing that happened on AEW Dynamite. We had a trios match between the New Elite, consisting of Kazuchika Okada and the Young Bucks, versus the Conglomeration, consisting of Rocky Romero, Kyle O'Reilly, and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Before this, the New Elite gave Kenny Omega a nice little happy birthday present, since yesterday was his birthday. It was a cake. And then they proceeded to dump a bunch of cow intestines on it, mocking him for his diverticulitis thing. Okada then said, "Happy birthday, bitch." Crowd went nuts. And our dear boy, Mr. Jack Perry, said, "Get well soon, Kenny." Or not. Or die. I don't really care which. Yeah. Yes, Car Junkie, that wasn't Shelton Benjamin last night. That was Shelton X Benjamin. For those of you who don't know, Shelton Benjamin actually wrestled for New Japan, and he was a member of Suzuki-gun. Yeah, that's right, Shelton Benjamin, or Shelton X Benjamin. And MVP still making moves. They were teasing a nice little breakup for not just Private Party, but for the Acclaimed. So there's that. Anyway, the match goes on. It was a nice little trios match, very good, very nice, until the arrival of Mox's group. I'm not sure if I want to still call them the BCC, but at this point, for simplicity's sake, until they come up with a better name, I'll call them the BCC. Before the show even began, they showed a recorded promo of Mox and his crew taking the world title and getting in the back of a pickup truck, and he talks about how he hates what AEW's become, how no one wants anything anymore, how they're just twiddling their thumbs, and he just wants to, he says he will burn down the forest to plant a new one. So, and we're seeing an entirely new BCC tonight, as they got in the ring and proceeded to hand the Conglomeration their asses. Then Top Flight and Action Andretti got into it. They tried to do something. They got the shit pushed in. Then the Dark Order tried to get into it, with Alex Reynolds telling the Elite, who were standing on the ramp watching as this shit was going down, what the hell are they doing? Why are they letting this go on? They got their shit pushed in. Poor Alex Reynolds got hung by a belt by Marina Shafir, and his midsection crushed by some fucking stairs. And Mox just cutting more cryptic promos, talking about how he's trying to straighten things out and what have you. Now, keep in mind, Mox has not worn or held the AEW World Title since he won it from Bryan this Saturday. It's always been in that stoop-thinking bag of his. So later on the night, the BCC got into it with Top Flight, Action Andretti, and the Dark Order, beat the brakes off them again, and then burnt out in the pickup truck. So Evil Uno got uber pissed and decided that he wanted a piece of them. He wanted a piece of the BCC whenever, hopefully at Collision. And Top Flight and Action Andretti says they want a shot at the AEW Trios title, so they want to go up against other current Trios champions, which is the Bastard Pack, Swiss, and Utes. And before all this, as the New Elite were heading out, Dgar, Daniel Garcia, and Private Party got in their faces asking them why the hell they let that happen, and they didn't give them a good answer. So Daniel Garcia said, "We got to watch each other's backs. I got y'all's." So next week, I think, it will be the team of Private Party and Dgar versus the New Elite, which is consistent of the Bucks and and of course our boy, the scapegoat Jack Perry. Main event was, of course, Jay White versus Christian Cage. Very, very good matchup. Very solid matchup. I'm not sure why this was happening, but I'm going to approve of it. And of course, Luchasaurus, aka Killswitch, was not out there. In case you did not know, Killswitch, a couple of weeks ago was found unresponsive at his home. It turns out that he had double pneumonia and has been on a breathing machine for the last couple of weeks. According to Tony Schiavone, he has returned home. He is breathing. He is recovering. So here's hoping, because that was very scary, and hopefully he'll get better. And that's all I have to say about that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, Chris Jericho wants a rematch against Mark Briscoe for the ROH World Title. Mark Briscoe wants some more Chris Jericho because Chris Jericho can't keep his dead brothers out of his mouth. So next week it'll be Mark Briscoe, the Sussex County Chicken, versus the Learning Tree Chris Jericho for the ROH World Title in a ladder war. Been a long time since I've seen a good ladder war. So there's that. On the manga front, once again, as a reminder, that Hunter x Hunter has returned. Always good to see Hunter x Hunter make a return and make a comeback. Let's see. Nothing much going on. One Piece is coming out this week, but it's probably due for Oda's usual monthly week break. So after this, we'll expect a week off for old Oda. Of course, he's been working hard, busting his ass, giving us all that peak stuff, which I'm glad for. Let's see. Trying to remember. And the WWE is currently hyping up their next Saudi Blood show with that ugly, ugly ass title that will probably never be used again, as well as putting out teasers for Gunther versus Goldberg. God, please, no. Trips, I'm begging you. Do not book Goldberg. Do not book him in against anyone. Don't book him against Gunther. Don't book him against Ludwig Kaiser. Don't book him against Cody Rhodes. Don't book him against anybody on the roster. Don't even book him against the Door, because he's already lost against the Door. The Door gave him a fucking concussion. I don't want to see more of that shit, so fuck that. So yeah. Thank you, Car Junkie. No more Goldberg. We are tired of Bill Goldberg. We don't want more Bill Goldberg. Blech. No more. And in news that probably makes me happy, turns out the Review Tech USA and DSP are getting into a back and forth where DSP got exposed for scamming some people out of his audience. Whoop-de shit. Combine this with also the fact that he has been basically trying to get anyone and everyone to do some kind of project with him due to the eyes that have been gotten on him thanks to June the King's 2-hour plus documentary on him. And he comes off as rather desperate. I mean, the guy legitimately tried to get a project going with Maximilian Dude. That's right. He tried to reach out to Maximilian Dude, and Max didn't respond back at all because, well, he's Maximilian Dude, and he's got better things to do than entertain the delusions of a narcissistic, sociopathic asshole. And he says, oh, Maximilian Dude, too big for me. Yeah, he's doing stuff that you wish you could be doing. He's got sponsorships. He's been to Evo multiple times as a guest. He actually has a podcast that he runs with Justin Wong, aka I forgot what his name is, and Matt McMuscles. But yeah, in case you didn't know, ever since the Marvel Capcom fighting game collection came out, Justin Wong has been an absolute reign of unmitigated terror in the competitive in the online scene as the Wazzler. And according to reviews on Steam for this game, a lot of people refunded their games because they ran into Justin under his name, the Wazzler, and he just completely washed them because, of course, it's Justin fucking Wong. The dude is on the Mount Rushmore fight of the FGC. And he has been, and because there's no cross-play yet for the Marvel Capcom collection, he's been going up and down the ranks on Steam, on Xbox, PlayStation, and he just bought the Switch version. So he's going to be a problem. This is what happens when he has become the John Wick of the FGC. Yep. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, Dortbert. That's some good stuff, man. Woo, that was. I love Justin. I love that guy. I'm subscribed to him. Been subscribed to him for years. Justin Wong's amazing. Maximilian Dude is amazing. Just amazing. But in short, fuck DSP. Fuck him. And speaking of guys who really shouldn't be breathing, Jack Doherty, the most hated live streamer in the world, crashed his McLaren on stream. And everything before, during, and after the accident, he pretty much has ruined his career and has made himself even more unlikable than he already was. If you don't know, Jack Doherty was a live streamer who has the most punchable face in all of YouTube. His typical shtick was going around pulling pranks, or pranks, more like harassing people. He would start fights with guys, and then as soon as the other guy would try to fight him, his big ass black security guard would step between him, and he would just talk shit. Last year, around this time, such a thing happened, and his bodyguard decided that he was just going to punch a guy in the face for no reason at all. Jack thought his insurance was going to cover it, but he seemed to have forgotten that all this was being recorded. So now he's being sued. And now, a couple of weeks ago, or last week, he was driving down the street. Now, let me get to the situation. He was driving his McLaren, and Car Junkie is a car nut, so he knows what a McLaren can do, how fast them sons of bitches are. He's driving his McLaren, and he's streaming. Him and his cameraman were in the front seat of the car. Nobody else was in the car. He was streaming, and while he was going, he says he was not going more than 40. The live stream, if you're very smart about it and looked at the actual speedometer, he was going around 70 to 72 miles an hour on the highway. And moreover, it was raining. So, and he was looking down at his phone, distracted texting or whatever. And so I saw the video many times. So he revs his injury, probably going around 80. I couldn't see the speedometer at this point. Tried to pass this truck, and then the expected happens, and he hydroplanes and crashes into the guardrail. And we saw everything that happened because Jack decided to still be an asshole and keep streaming. The entire front of the McLaren obliterated. He and his man are lucky to have got out of that mess alive. His cameraman got fucked up. He was bleeding from the forehead. He was obviously concussed or something. And he was like, dude, are you okay? Here, take some footage. And he made his cameraman, who is bleeding from his face, record all of his reactions and everything and all this other stuff. And he still has his fucking phone in his hand while talking to the cops. Now, you won't find the video online because Jack took it down because, surprise, surprise, it recorded him distracted driving, aka driving recklessly, speeding, going well above the speed limit, distracted driving while it was raining. So, yeah, and now people are not going to do anything for him because he's a stupid idiot, and I do not feel thing one bad about him at all. Like, I know it's cruel to say, but if Jack Doherty died, I would not give two shits. I would not. Jack Doherty is not someone I give two shits about. And I think that's it. I think we're done. Let's leave it off at Jack Doherty for shooting the shit, right? So his career's done, and hopefully, his career will stay dead because he has been permanently kicked off Kick. So there's that. But enough of that. I think it's time for us to get back to what we were doing last time. So, Law, if you would do the honors. Yeah, I know what you drive, CJ. You've been to my house many times. You have a nice cherry-ass car, and you always drive extra careful. That McLaren is done. That McLaren is dead. But all right, we are back with the King's Dilemma. Since you weren't here, CJ, quick roundup. we made it through some stuff okay. We didn't have to deal with Biff Tannen, but I really wanted to deal with Biff Tannen because shit happened. We had to do some things like we discovered a way to get a lot of gold, but that gold required us to sacrifice people's lives by turning their blood into gold. And then, while searching the golden temple, while searching a specific temple, we found a book. A book that was probably the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, because anyone who reads it goes fucking insane. So yeah, let's try to get through this without, you know, committing fucking war crimes. Can we just do that, please? I just want to be a nice, you know, advisor and what have you. Okay, let's get back to this. Edward Elric is still mad at me from that episode. If you didn't see my compilation highlight video, check it out. All right, we got Tales of Sorrow. A Tale of Sorrow, muddling through deep treasures. The war. All right, let's go with the war. These guys, now, since you weren't here, Car Junkie or anyone else, the Mahir have been dumping like toxic, like poisonous wheat into the water, and it made our people sick. And now, folks who eat the poison bread, the folks who eat the poison bread are now called ashers because they got ash marks on their skin, and folks are being racist to them. So we're just gonna go to war with these sons of bitches. So let's go. Let's go. Our troops stationed in Tyrael, waiting for instructions from the commander. Anara, I can't pronounce that, is relatively close to the border, so a focused attack on the south could settle the matter quickly, but we could also use the Albine River to send some troops into the heart of their territory. Do we split our forces? Okay. He already hates me, so there's no point in this. He already is decent enough, so I gotta wait for my stuff to get there. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, if we go... Alright, nothing will change whether we say aye or nay. You know what? It is tactically sound. I mean, going up the river as well as a two-pronged attack. Plus, we got good... Our forces are strong enough, so we could do some stuff. Alright. Aye. Ah, we got an achievement. Alright. Since we have no confirmation on the king's whereabouts and no accurate information on the defensive capabilities of the capital city, we decide it's best to diversify our strategy. One larger troop will attack from the south, while another will navigate the Obnai River and upstream to land deep into enemy territory. This strategy turned out to be the winning one, as Anar's defenses are more focused on the south. After 3 days of siege from two sides, the city falls. Yee! After a resounding victory against the kingdom of Nahir, we imposed new tributes on the defeated kingdom and brought home many precious spoils of war. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you. This is to quote a great man. This is what happens. This is what happens, Mahir. You see that? This is what happens. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. This is what happens. All right. All right, nothing happens, but that's okay. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go? A wave of violence. Let's do this. All right. The tensions between Ashers and the Defenders are out of control. The librarian Chancellor thinks that the constant abuse suffered by the Ashers ever since they appeared justifies their violent reactions, and recommend we send an army to disband the Defenders. On the other hand, the Defenders claim that they are protecting Vandus from violence of the Ashers and demand we imprison them. Do we arrest all the Ashers involved in the acts of violence? Now, to be fair, the Ashers really haven't done anything to, like, warrant anything. Like, they haven't been doing anything majorly violent. They're just reacting to everything that's been going on, and they can't help it that the way they look. That's not right. They're just trying to live, and these defender folk are just doing some other shit. So I'm not gonna arrest them. It's gonna cost me some shields, but I don't care. Guys don't deserve that. All right. Nay. Following the librarian chancellor's advice, a regiment is sent to Vandus with clear orders. No one is allowed to seek justice on their own anymore. The defenders will have to be disbanded once and for all. A garrison city, okay. A regiment arrives in Vandus, capital of the city of the Mark of Tyrell, where defenders are most active. Every vigilante found is deterred from continuing their activities by any means necessary. Many locals are displeased by the rude manners of the soldiers, but in a short time, few are left who speak for the defenders, and the Ashers again are frequent public spaces. Yay! Even if they are still discriminated against, the frequency of their violent acts seems to decrease. Yeah, I was right. See? See, they just got marks on their skin, but they're not violent. They haven't done anything remotely violent, and it's these douchebag defenders. Fuck them. A sinister rumor suggests that they are plagued by bloody nightmares, and even more disturbingly, that the violent events in their dreams often come true, possibly explaining their violent tendencies. They have merely been anticipating violence with violence. Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right, morale goes up. Alrighty then. Let's see, where can we go? All right. I really don't want to have to do this, but let's go back to the Temple of Gold. Edward Elric, if you're watching this, and I know you are, just know I have no choice in this matter, and I am not trying to pretend like I'm God or anything. So please don't hate me too hard. I know we had bad terms in the last episode, but please don't hate me too much. Okay. Scholar Litmus. Scholar Litiminus has discovered a secret chamber in the temple containing hundreds of gold leaves minutely inscribed in an old language. He is translating them with his most trusted assistants, but progress is slow. He requests help, but the presence of more people near the sacrificial pit is undesirable. This is the kind of secret that can be sold to our enemies for a huge sum. Do we send more scholars to help Litimus in the secret chamber? Alright. I want to keep things in the middle. So, alright. Our influence will go down, which will stay us in the middle. And our knowledge will go up, but this is going to hurt our ally over here. But I think it's best that we... Alright. If more people find out we've been turning folks into gold for our coffers, this could be bad. For moderation's sake, I will say aye to this. More trusted scholars are sent to the Golden Temple to help Litimus and his assistants. The more who know the secret ritual, though, the greater the chance spies leaking this precious information to our enemies. The effort bears fruit, however. The Golden Scrolls give a full account of the rise and fall of the ancient Sun Empire. Okay, there we go. Progress. All right. And it was thanks to the mastery of agriculture first and then mathematics that our people could think more about mere survival and developed what is known for centuries as the Sun Empire. The entire East was under our rule, but a few kingdoms rose up in the western steppes. The most powerful among them was the reign of the Chalice. Once it peacefully joined our empire, it became our door to the west. To maintain peace, a marriage was arranged between the daughter of the Chalice King and the first son of the greatest family of the Sun Empire. All right. Uh-oh. All right, we're still in the middle. Hopefully we can stay in the middle before when the age ends. Oh, thank God we don't have to do it no more. It is done. All right, all right. All right, let's go back to the castle town. Let's see. We haven't done the Book of Choices yet. We made a discovery with the Book of Choices, so let's go to the Book of Choices. All right. After studying the Book of Choices for some time, a group of scholars starts questioning the principles of non-contradiction. They're disrupting the academic activities of their peers, arguing with everyone, and challenging common sense wisdom in every field. Do we allow the Book of Choices scholars to continue meeting? You know what? Since they're just being, they all right. Influence will go down. Knowledge will go down. I want to keep this guy. I want to keep my allies. I want to try to keep my allies. So I'm gonna say, okay, we'll just say that these guys are a bunch of Lord Jamars, spreading around that they think gravity doesn't exist and that Earth is flat and they are responsible, and that whoever tells you the curvature of the Earth is lying and a Mason. This helps out better. So, okay, you're all just a bunch of Lord Jamars. All right, we don't agree with Lord Jamar. The Royal Marshal sends her guards to beat some common sense into the crazy heads of the deranged scholars, giving them concrete and indisputable proof that they cannot be hurt and well at the same time. Their mad theories shall not poison our practical sciences. Yeah. Yeah, screw you. All right. Let's see. What else we can do? Let's help out the I think we can help out the Ashers. Let's see if we can help out the Ashers. Okay. All right, Ashers. The rector reports that Harret, a famous historian, is performing research on the legendary first king Omad, who allegedly lived at a time when the mother was still on Earth. Proving that he was born in our territories would bring great prestige. Only the oldest monasteries may still contain documents that date back to the mother's time, but males are not allowed to enter these sacred havens. Do we allow Herat, a historian, to research the first king? Let's see. If we say nay, a knowledge will go down. If we say aye, that'll go... Actually, I want to keep my allies, so I'm going to say nay. The pursuit of knowledge, even from such a noble endeavor, should still abide to tradition. The prior mother applauds our wisdom. No man will be granted access to the mother's monasteries, as has been tradition for the past few centuries. Okay. Oh, we got something. Okay. Ever since a recent earthquake, we have been started to receive news of increasingly eerie events surrounding the monastery of Lorraine in the Duchy of Natar, one of the most ancient buildings in the kingdom. The locals lament that the nights are no longer natural. Children never stop crying, stars are dimmed, and streams exhibit strange purple reflections. Oh, shit. Many claim it is no longer a holy place and blame Sister Celestina, the high priestess of the monastery. She allegedly found ancient documents about the mother and started performing weird rituals. God damn! Okay, we just finished up with the strange rituals. Can we please just go back to dealing with Biff Tannen? Can we please just go back to dealing with King Biff Tannen? I'm sick of these weird, crazy-ass rituals. Damn. It's all this bad juju. Yeah, it's bad juju everywhere, devil. Disquieting reports from Lorraine also tell people are going missing in the region. Celestina is acquiring a sinister reputation with the local townsfolk. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, the king is still alive. So we are not... So the age will not end. Alright. Let's go eyes in the sky next. Alright. The High Commander believes we should give an expensive farscope to each battalion to increase their effectiveness. That sounds pretty nice. Go away. Alright. Do we supply each battalion with a farscope? Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. That's good. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna provide them with the farscope. Casting the melted glass into precise shapes requires a manufacturing the lenses of the farscope is not easy, nor cheap. Our battalions, on the other hand, never lost a battle when they had one at their disposal. There you go. Thanks to the farscopes we've entrusted to them, our battalions are much better, much more mobile, thanks to their ability to perform reconnaissance and scout the enemy at a distance. There we go. We're better. All right. Add that to their archives. All right, flip the coin. All right, we're still in this age. Okay. We're still good. All right. All right, we don't have much to do, so let's see what's on the world. Nothing here. Libra, let's go to Outcast. We haven't messed around with muddling through, so we're gonna see if we can't continue with this. It's gonna cost us some gold to do this quest, but that's okay. Muddling through. Brackus, a deserter from the expedition that managed to escape and miraculously return to Alkist alive, is found by the guards at his home in the village of Pike Maken. Some say he should be made an example of, but his family asks for mercy. Do we execute him, the deserter? Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna go with what I like best. I'm gonna try to keep people on my good side. So yeah. Brackus is thrown naked into a pit full of azure snakes from the same swamp he escaped from. As he's repeatedly bitten, his skin is covered in black blisters, and when they burst, he is bled dry. Damn. That's a horrible way to go, but... Alright, yeah, this has gone way up there. So I'm really influential. Such be the fate of those who fuck around and find out. Ooh, a wave of... Alright, let's try a wave of violence. After visiting the prisons of Vandus, the Royal Marshal suspects that some of the Ashers imprisoned there following clashes with the Defenders were convicted for crimes actually committed by others. Well, the noble Argan, freshly appointed as the new first judge, is absolutely opposed to further investigations, as instilling doubts about justice could destabilize the fractured social equilibrium of the town. Do we order investigation? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We've already seen that the Ashers don't do shit. They're just trying to live their lives, and they got some douchebag doing this shit. No, fuck that. Fuck it. After a scrupulous investigation, we discovered that many of the murders for which the Ashers were convicted of were actually committed by Argon and other ruthless... Thank you! Thank you! And other ruthless noblemen of Vandus in an attempt to fuel social tensions and exploit them, getting rid of competitors and speeding up their social climbing. Dick! All these traitors are sentenced to death. Argon's head is the first to fall. The Trillian nobility guilty of murdering their rivals and blaming the Ashers for it were swiftly punished. This renewed the people's faith in our judicial system. Yeah, that's good because if I had to decide not to investigate, not only would I be helping, I don't want to help no fucking murderers. Fuck them. Yeah. Boot them out. Yeah. Give them the old Robespierre treatment for my history buffs. All right, coin. All right, we're still in the same age, so nothing there. We're lucking out with these. All right. All right, let's... You know what? Let's squash... Let's see what these fucking rumors are, because I'm sick and tired of all these damn evil rituals. After sneaking into the monastery of Lorraine, a merchant known as Vier Greyhand has been selling secret tomes he stole from its library. If we show him mercy, he promises to help us track down the books he sold. Do we execute Greyhand, the book thief? Let's see. Okay, he stole books. He stole some books. That we know of. Our knowledge will go up. Sorry, I'm sorry for this, but I want to know where the rest of those books are. Thanks to the cooperation of Greyhand, the tomes are recovered. Only the buyer of The Mother in Legend and Flesh cannot be tracked down. Greyhand swears it was sold to a shrouded woman in Lorraine. Oh, and the age has come to an end. The king is dead. Oh, guys, oh, nice. All right, we stayed moderate. Got some stuff. Got some stuff. Everything is adjusted. All right. Let's see. All right, do we want to go... Let's see. For every resource in the lower half of the track. Extremis. One for every high... Greedy. We'll go opulent. We don't need white crowns. Let's see. Greedy. Lower half of the track. For every resource in the upper track. One for every resource in the lower track. Nah, that's too much. Let's keep going moderate. I may play a different style another game, but let's keep going moderate. Okay, let's see what we got to work with. All right, we can build a ditch. We can study techniques. We can store torture information. We can build a granary. We can build a prison. No, we can't because we don't have enough black crowns for that. We can build a botanical greenhouse. Let's see. Let's build a granary. Okay, there we go. Don't have room for anything else. What's in progress? Black Dawn investigation. Build a granary. All right, we're done here. Let's see. We aren't that strong enough in a relationship with this guy. Don't have a strong enough relationship with this guy. Let's see. Reveal narrative goal. Let's see. Free the world from free the world from evil. Okay. All right, let's go back. And I'm gonna see if I can try to build up some more alliances. All right, let's go. All right, let's try to stay in the middle as much as we can. All right, wave of violence, eerie. Let's go back and keep. All right, let's see what this truth is. Let's see what the truth is with this sister. This little Lorraine. The sinister rumors surrounding Sister Celestine pile up one over the last few months. As young girls are going missing all over Lorraine, many claim her opulent, ominous influence defied the ancient monastery. The scared local farmers started moving away out of fear, but arresting a relative prominent religious figure could equally cause discontent. Do we send a contingent of soldiers to arrest Celestina? All right. So some weird shit is going down. Now. Okay. Yeah, she better not be. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So if we arrest her, then our influence will go up, but our morale will go down. But if we don't arrest her, stuff we'll just lose welfare. This is a tough choice. I want to believe her. I want to believe she's innocent, but she might be into some freaky deaky shit. And we've seen a lot of freaky deaky shit over the last couple of years with these rains. All right. All right. All right, Celestine. I want to believe you. I just want. We've been seeing a lot of the violence that's been going around the kingdom has just been superstitious bullshit, and people just believing whatever they want to believe. We had to kick out those fucking gang of Lord Jamars and shit. So I want to believe this ain't no freaky dicky shit. All right. Celestina, you better not fuck me. You better not fuck me. Terrified by the superstitious rumors surrounding her and worried for our own inaction, many farmers abandoned the prolific lands of Lorraine and moved to Natir, the capital city of the duchy. The city soon becomes overcrowded. Beggars, violence, and epidemics bring unrest to the city. Overcrowded by runaway farmers, scared by supernatural rumors, the city of Natir becomes a notorious hold for cutthroats. The local population feels See, I had nothing to do with that. They left of their own and turned that city into a ghetto. It's not my fault. I didn't tell them to leave. Scaredy bitches. Secret correspondence. As of late, the king has been pensive and often retreats to his private quarters. He seems even more uninterested in running the kingdom than usual. For weeks, the royal chamberlain has seen him writing long letters whose content and recipient remain unknown. Some believe he was romantically involved with someone. It's not a bitch, is it? When confronted, however, the king eventually admits that he has been debating theology and philosophy with none other than Sister Celestina, and it seems the prince is exchanging letters with... Are you going to fuck me, Celestina? I went to bat for you, and you better not be trying some Game of Thrones bullshit on us. The priory mother is gravely disturbed by the news, especially considering the murky rumors surrounding Celestina. What a twist! Okay. The eclipse is almost upon us. Alright. Okay. We got just enough money to investigate these damn rumors. I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. Muffled cries are heard at night in the lands around the monastery of Lorraine, scaring the locals. The people of the nearby Eric village are organizing vigilante patrols to investigate, but untrained, weapon-wielding people roaming the night might cause many accidents. Do we ban the self-proclaimed patrols of the land of Lorraine? Damn. Overwhelmingly nay. You know what? We'll lose a bit of that, but I don't want to piss too many people off, so... And we saw what roving bands of vigilantes have been doing, especially to the Ashers, so I'm mistrustful of that. So, nay. The sound of muffled cries are drowned out by the rowdy vigilantes. Many fall victim to unwanted attentions of this rabble mob. Village idiots, foreigners with unusual clothes, weird old ladies living in solitude, and other people who only guilt was being different, getting mocked, harassed, beaten up, or worse, goddammit. Over time, the Natarian vigilantes successfully expand into a proper guild. Despite its excesses, it does offer some comfort to the people. So there's that. Oh, she's almost down. Oh, I gotta raise that back up somehow. All right, we're almost out of gold to really do much of anything. Let's go back to the world. Oh, secret correspondence. Okay. Donations to the cult of the mother are dwindling. The prior mother wants to give the option to believers of the mother to pay all their taxes exclusively to the cult instead of the kingdom. Do we allow the believers of the mother to pay taxes to the cult? All right. Of course, if we say aye, we will lose money. If we say nay, we'll gain more money. Normally, I'm against like religions earning so much money, but the cult of the mother hasn't been bad. It's mostly just been the extremist nut job. So you know what? If they need the money, who am I to deny them? So you know what? Yeah, y'all can have the money. We got plenty. Temples quickly become lavished in gold, attracting numerous followers and boosting the morale of the people. The royal treasury unfortunately suffers from a significant reduced income. The accumulant tie we allow to be established continues to cause a heavy drain on the royal treasury. Ugh. Yeah, that was a big hit. That was a big hit. The king was been dethroned! Okay. If a reign lasts for 3 dilemmas or less, you won't be getting any rewards. You also keep the same... Ah, fuck. I don't get anything. Fuck! Ah. Alright, at least we got some stuff going for us. We can't do anything right now, which sucks. During this reign. But we can make these guys our... We can form an alliance with them. Alright then. We formed an alliance. We've got a 3-tiered alliance going for us. Alright. Alright. Let's see. We only got enough to do one of these. Let's go to Libra. We haven't heard much from the Ashers. Let's see what they've been doing. The merchant Zymo started selling a strange concoction which is supposed to hide the mark of the Ashers. Its efficacy is dubious, to say the least, and he is a well-known charlatan, yet many hopeless people trust him and his compound. Do we ban his mark healing potion? Alright. If we say aye, our morale will go down. If we say nay, money will go up, but our stuff will go up. I want to keep my allies happy, so let's say nay. We're not going to ban him. Many Ashers flock to the merchant. A few of them see a slight reduction in dark spots around their mouths, but many more suffocate... I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But many more suffocate horribly as a result of the alleged cure. Regardless of these incidents, people continue trying the potion in hopes of getting rid of their unsightly marks. Fill a column with the content. The infamous healing potion created by Zymo continues to afflict the health of those ashers willing to get rid of their grave marks. I should have said no. I'm sorry. Try to help out the ashers. See, the ashers are just regular ass people. They just can't help that. They were hungry. Alright, let's go for the divine recalls. The holy attendant declares that if the divine recall really punts toward the mother, we should build one right in the council chamber, made entirely of red iron. I think this is the one where we got crashed at. Our people would be relieved by the thought that the council will always know which direction the mother... Okay, I don't see nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, we'll lose a little bit of money, but that's okay. We can just get it back. At great cost, an enormous divine recall made entirely of red iron is built in the middle of the council room. Weirdly, it is noticed that it always points toward the throne. Interesting. You don't say. It is rumored that ever since the divine recall was placed in the council room, the favor of the mother has been with the members of the council. Okay. That's pretty good, alright. Good chunk of change cost, but that's fine. That's fine, alright. It was a good decision to make. Alright. Since we're here, let's look at what the Royal Laboratory has for us. Scholars spend loads of time searching to understand Hyasador's cryptic schemes. Hyasadora, she's just a gift that keeps on giving. Like Lilith from One Piece. Lilith and that fat booty of hers. Yeah, that's going into a clip. They show strange correlations between improbable materials, but resources are limited, and the choice of specific experimentation excludes the other. Choose an experiment. Alright, let me bust out the old D6 right quick. Alright, same as before. 1 through 3, we do experiment A. 4 through 6, experiment B. Alright, D6, don't let me down. It's a 1, we're doing experiment A. Following Hyasador's cryptic instructions, our scholars powder coal, onyx, and sulfur together, but the mixture seems to have no particular properties. Yet when they try to ignite the compound... Oh shit. I don't think that's actually a good sign. I don't think that was a good idea. A series of explosions devastate the Royal Laboratory, revealing to our scholars the properties of black dust that burns rapidly and produces a lot of smoke. Scholars learned that concentrating the ignited powder creates a rapid explosion of force, concentrating the ignited powder creates a rapid expansion of force, which damages the surrounding environment. The new onyx dust promises to revolutionize military warfare. Congratulations, we've just discovered gunpowder. And we nearly blew our whole asses off for that. Gunpowder. All right. Let's keep looking at let's look at more. So let's see what this gunpowder can do for us. Scholars spend loads of time trying to understand Hyasadora's cryptic schemes. All right. They show strange correlations between improbable materials and resources are limited, and the choice of us. All right, is another experiment. All right. D3. Here comes the D6 again. And a 1 again. Trying to decipher yet another of Hyasador's projects, our scholars pour an acidic compound solution onto a metal compartment. Then they progressively add different species of bugs and watch their agony. Yet nothing seems to happen. The morning of the experiment, the scholars find the metal compartment as well as the rest of the metallic equipment in the laboratory cracked and crumbled. We first suspect sabotage, but in the following months, others isolated incidents of this strange phenomena are reported throughout the realm. Eventually, strange insects are found that rapidly devour metals, accelerating rust and making the strongest weapons brittle to the core. Scholars call these previously unknown bugs metalworms. Only wood seems capable of containing them. Okay, we found metal-eating bugs. Are these the Insecticons? These sound like the Insecticons. Fuck it, they're Insecticons. That's what they're doing, yeah. These are Insecticons. So now, first I gotta worry about Biff Tannen. Then I got frickin' Edward Elric on my ass for doing all this shit. Now we got fucking Megatron somewhere out there busting out the fucking Insecticons. Somebody put a wanted poster for Kickback, Bombshell, and Shrapnel. Yeah. Archer would have a field day with these. You want Insecticons? That's how you get Insecticons. All right. All right. Control. All right. Ah, the virtual. Okay. Looks like we're gonna put that nice gunpowder we found to the test. After burning his eyes by staring at the sun through a farscope, an astronomer can't be too smart if he's staring at the fucking sun. The astronomer Firmus is suggesting that the sun is not the warm heart of the mother spreading her love to the world, as the cult always says it is, but it's actually an immense burning deposit of onyx dust. The implications of this theory could be unsettling for the minds of the uneducated. Do we ban the belief that the sun is actually a burning deposit of onyx gas? Well, we're very educated people. We're very educated. We don't need to. We don't need to just propagate ignorance like that. Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is either so this guy, after staring at the sun for whatever goddamn reason through a telescope, decides my burning retinas tell me that this thing is not the mother's burning love. I think it's just a ball of hot ass gas. Not hot acid, not hot as fuck gases, hot ass gas. Could be worse. They could be. He could think they were the Catan. Yeah, he blinded himself in with that wild take. Well, to be fair, Newton did stick needles into his eyeballs to study how light refracts to the eyes, so he's kind of like, you know, on the right track. I mean, yeah, he looked at the sun, but Newton stuck needles in his eyes. Look that shit up. He legitimately did that. Yeah. So I say no, we don't need to ban the belief. One of the most precious parts of Hyasadora's legacy is the progress can't be held back by old and outdated superstitions. We let Firmus spread his ideals. The idea that the sun is made of exploding onyx dust, while it's made us increasingly aware about the precariousness of life, sparked new research into the nature of the cosmos. Nice. Yeah. There we go. Alright, let's go back. And cursed. Let's see. Where do we want to go? We got $6. Wave of violence. All right, let's see what they did with this stuff that we made. Citizens are starting to use onyx dust in orchestrated pyrotechnical celebrations, but the number of injuries and lethal incidents are high. Do we ban Odyssey? So we're trying to ban fireworks. Yes, the sun is not the baby from the Teletubbies. That is indeed spread that word, because I would rather blind myself from the sun than look at that baby staring down at me. I love babies. I just don't like that baby sun. All right. Do we ban the use of So, you know what? I ain't banning shit, because I love firecrackers. I love me some firecrackers. I used to pop firecrackers all the time back in the day when I was a kid for New Year's and 4th of July. Yeah, who else here got a bunch of black cats and then undid them, and then you had firecrackers for weeks after that? That's what I did. Just buy a whole pack of black cats, undo them, and you have little tiny sticks of dynamite. And I used to blow the shit out of ant beds. Ant beds hated me. Well, I hate ant beds, so fuck that. Firecrackers. Yeah, yep, your brother was totally right. We used to do that all the time. Did that when my cousin taught me, and I did it every time we bought some firecrackers. Just give me some black cats and leave me the fuck alone. Spend an entire evening undoing the entire weave, and then boom, I had like a Kroger bag full of black cats. Just my go-to firecrackers was some black cats, some chasers, a couple of M60s, some bottle rockets, and I never fuck with snakes. I hated snakes. They just took too damn long to light up. I hated snakes. I hated them. Oh, what else? They also had these tank firecrackers that I always love, because you light them and it will start rolling for a little bit, and then the front muzzle, the gun ports would just fire off fireworks, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool. One of these days, me and my dad are gonna have to get some more firecrackers and just bring my nephews over, and we'll just pop firecrackers all night. But yeah, I'm not denying to people the joys of black cats. You crazy? No. Let the people have their black cats. Blowing up stuff seems to keep the morale of the people high. Many think of it's a gift from Lyria, the saint daughter of amusement. Let them have their fun. They'll learn how to properly handle onyx dust bombs. Eventually. See? See? That's proper firecracker etiquette. We all learned with pain. I got firecrackers popped into my hand. I learned. Let these motherfuckers learn too. You don't hold black cats in your fucking hands. Especially, you don't hold no fucking M60s and M90s in your fucking hand. Are you crazy? Hell no. Save that shit for the ant beds. While using onyx dust during public festivities, our people occasionally die or get mutilated. Oh well. I'm not trying to be cruel here. I'm just saying if you gotta lose, thank you, devil. If you gotta lose some fingers to enjoy the cathartic feel of some black cats, then oh well. If I'm gonna die, at least I'm gonna die in spectacular fashion. When I get to heaven, when I talk to St. Peter, like, how'd you die? I died fucking around with some black cats. My man, go on through. Thank you. All right. All right, all right, firecrackers done. All right, deep. All right, let's deal with these fucking Insecticons. Metal worms are crumbling farm tools made of metal. Yeah, these are fucking Insecticons. I see you, Kickback.
Why do you look at us? We are totally innocent of eating the delicious farm tools. Farm tools.
I see you. Farmers are trying to replace them with tools made of wood or stone, but they are far less effective, and the volume of our agricultural product is dropping rapidly. Do we fund continuous replacement of the agricultural stuff? Well, we'll take a hit in the money, but yeah, we can't lose our food. We can't lose our food. The kingdom needs its food. Even if reluctant, we allocate the required portion of our kingdom's treasury to the constant supply of new metal tools for our farmers. Metal worms are metaphorically eating our gold, as we are constantly having to pay for substituting farm tools. It's a big hit, but I'm not losing money for this. We need our food. We need our food. All right. Let's go to library. Let's see if we can't do something about these guys. So let's go to the Royal Library. See if we can't do something about these fucking Insecticons. Scholars have isolated a colony of metalworms in a wooden compartment and would like to study the bugs further. Our generals, though, say it is not that now that we have found a way to tame their ferocity, they could be extremely useful in warfare, and they fear the scholars might kill the mites during their studies. Do we weaponize the metal worms? Ah, undisputedly no. Wow. Wow. You see, we might have our differences, but the council agrees. Fuck Insecticons. Just fuck them. See, we all grew up in the 80s. We saw G1 Transformers. We know how deadly Insecticons are, so we all agree. All right. Our knowledge will go up, but that's okay. We got to deal with these fucking Insecticons some kind of way. So fuck you, Insecticons. Unanimously. Nay. All the way. We allow the scholars to study the critters. After a few weeks, they discover that the small creatures rust to death when in contact with water. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you were trying to weaponize that shit. Yeah, and you generals trying to weaponize that shit. It turns out they don't like water. Now you feel like shit. Scholars will need generations to fully understand this knowledge. That's what I'm talking about. Knowledge going all the way up. You some smart motherfuckers. Let's do some more smart motherfucker stuff. Following the many discoveries allowed by Hyasadura's exceptional mind, the wise and learned think that knowledge can answer all questions, spiritual ones included. This is why many are surprised when a lost book written by her titled The Secrets of the Soul are found in the Royal Library. Damn, she's just a woman that keeps on giving. Just like Lilith's butt. I'm not sorry. It contains revolutionary theories on fundamental union between matter and spirit, an unprecedented topic for Hyasadora, so much so that the rector questions the book's authenticity. Do we accept Hyasadora's spiritual book as legit? You know, she hasn't done us wrong. She hasn't done us very wrong. So, you know what? I'll lose a little relationship with this guy, but that's okay. She hasn't led us wrong. She hasn't led us wrong. The Secrets of the Soul instantly becomes very popular, prompting a healthy dialogue between scholars and priestesses. Is it finally time to unveil the secret link between spirit and matter? Ooh, another, what was that? Another accomplishment. Okay. An Academy for the Spirit. After the revelation of Hyasadora's devotion, a new age of harmony and cooperation between scholars and priestesses blooms. Yes! Yes! Science and faith working together. To make life easier, a new order within the cult is established, called the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment. The brightest priestesses of the cult are encouraged to join the new order and devote themselves to the methodological study of spiritual matters. Much groundbreaking work is done on the pivotal questions like the weight of the soul, or for how long the body remains on earth when buried after death, before going back to the mother's womb to be reborn again anew. See, look. See, we're just doing good work. We're doing all this kind of good stuff. Look at this stuff. Oh. All right. Age is still continuing. All right. I want to save that for another time. Let's go to Antcast. All right, I'm going to try to save some money in case I can make an alliance again with someone, so... let's see. Alright, Academy for the Spirit. Hyasadora used complex ciphers to protect her discoveries, especially those with spirituality, but also when she was afraid of something. The Rector reports that Philona, a sister of the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment, is studying such a scroll, seemingly containing information about an impending menace. Ooh. But her skills are not enough, and she's asking for assistance from the scholars of Libra. Do we order Goffid to keep working on the ciphers? Yes. Well, we stand to lose some money, but that's okay. Though an expensive yet impressive concentrated effort, Leona and the other scholars managed to crack Hyasadora's code. The scholars initially disappointed to find that the cipher seems to hide a mundane historical chronicle compared to the demise of the Sabanian League and the Salon Union. Alright. I found that the events repeat throughout history, not because of human nature, but due to the will of an external force called the Black Dawn. Okay, we've been investigating these guys. The name and the symbol associated with it recur many, many times in historical chronicles from different ages and geographical regions. Take the Sabanian League, for example. It faltered at the apex of its power after a sudden economic crisis. The League's power relied on its famous treasure, a large reserve of gold that allowed the Sabaeans to rule over other realms. Nice. Filled that out. And there, the age continues. We lost some money, but we're doing okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the deep treasures. See what that can get us. Oh, we're back here. Sister Madge, a priestess from the Union Monastery of Salad, claims to have found references to the ancient naval battle lost in the Salon books of an old book that she found in the library in the monastery. Okay, here we go with the fucking books again. It may shed some light on the fall of the lost civilization. Do we investigate further into the ancient Salonians' naval battle? Yeah, this is going to cost us a lot, but I want to find out what happened in that naval battle. After months of further investigation, our scholars discover new information of the ancient and military treaty. The admiral of their fleet was suddenly betrayed by many of his own ship captains, and in the ensuing fratricidal combat sucked the entire fleet. Without its ships, the power of the Salon rapidly waned, and the Union was scattered to dozens of smaller kingdoms within a few years. Oh! Age is over. And the king is dead! We stayed moderate for as much as we could. All right, more projects to do. All right. Let's see. Greedy. Let's see. You know what? Let's go extremist for now. All right, we did all that. Let's see. Let's see what can we do. Let's see. Study the metalworms. Let's see, one in diplomacy. It wouldn't unlock much of anything. Build a greenhouse. Build a prison. Let's see, extract techniques. Can't do the plaza. Should we build a ditch? Can't do the treasure room, so... Let's see, can we do this? Okay, let's research on... You know what, let's research onyx dust. See what it can do. Alright, we can't do much of anything else, so we're just gonna keep going. Alright. Alright, we got... Well, we got our... Alright, we got our alliances. I want to see if I can make an alliance with this guy, so... Alright, and continue. Alright. We're going to try to keep these as extreme as possible between each other so we can get some more stuff. We got lots of coins, so we can mess around with it if we need to. Let's go on the world map, see what we can do. Alright, let's go back to the Academy. Academy seems cool. The Order of Spiritual Enlightenment is asking for the firstborn of every noble family of Ankis to be forced to spend 3 years at the headquarters of Libra to be taught the most profound aspects of spiritual knowledge. This will make the future dukes and marquises wiser, but it will also come at a great cost. Do we force spiritual conscription? I want to be friends with you, so I'm gonna say you and make you say I. Yeah, let's make the nobles smarter, so we don't have. By royal decree, all noble firstborns will be educated at the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment in Libra. Wise and spiritual leaders will certainly be an advantage for the kingdom for future generations to come. Nobles educated at the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment tend to continue their intellectual research even during their adult life. Okay. Smarter nobles. Yeah. Yeah, smarter nobles. I want my nobles to be smart. We lost some money, but that's fine. That is very fine. That is very fine. Alright, we're heading back to the... Alright, we're heading back here. Alright, we got some more money, so let's go to the Academy for the Spirit. Artemisia, a priestess of the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment, was found guilty of heresy for her research into a 9th daughter of the mother and sentenced to death. What the fuck? Despite this, a collection of her writings called the Artemisia Code wound up in the hands of Corbett, an unscrupulous merchant who has been selling copies of the nobles and artisans of Libra. Do we ban her heretical book? Well, you gotta play the game if you want to play. So, Corbett is forced to burn all copies of the code. We cannot allow heretical theories about a ninth daughter of the mother spread amongst our people. That's good. That's really good. All right. Let's see. We got one here in Libra. We've been skipping this one, so let's just finish this one off. Okay. A large black rock seems to attract all nearby divine recall devices. Despite the ongoing debate inside the cult regarding the location of the mother's body, earth or sky, the holy attendant thinks the mother lies beneath this rock and proposes that we construct a lavish temple around it. This project will be very risky for the workmen required. Do we authorize the construction of the temple of the nearby Black Rock? Alright. Everybody's saying aye. Alright, if we say aye, then our welfare will go down. But our morale will go down. I'm going to keep my allies happy. The Priory Mother finally concludes that the mother left her body beneath the rock when she ascended with her daughters to the sky. We authorize the construction of the gargantuan temple, but the cost in money is significant. Even more significant is the number of laborers killed or injured during the work. The mother's mausoleum we built becomes an attraction for the devout, but it also is magnificent architectural achievement that will inspire future generations. Okay. Well, you can't have a wonder of the world without cracking a few eggs, because Lord knows the seven wonders of the world, the ancient world, took a lot of time, resources, and probably lives. So it's expected. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, we got the Book of Choices again. What does the Book of Choices have to tell us? All right. The famed scholar Halden is one of the most ardent students of the Book of Choices. Has lost his mind. "We're all trapped in this world," he constantly shouts. "Death is the only exit, but even that is up to others to decide." His ramblings are causing quite a commotion. Do we execute Halden, the student of the cursed Book of Choices? It's this guy again. Yeah, it's this guy again. It's him. It's this book again. This fucking book. This ain't the Book of Choices. This is the fucking Necronomicon Ex Mortis. I know you. I've seen Evil Dead. You're the fucking Necronomicon. Alright, this will take a hit to my two allies, but I'll get to keep this one. And I don't want to spend too much gold on trying to influence folks, so. Well, since he says the only escape is death, let's give him his escape. We execute Halden. His strange ideas were not helping society in any way, and given the circumstances, the pre-madness Halden would consider our decision for what it is, an act of mercy. Yet some protest our cruel execution of a man whose only guilt was madness. We weren't executing him. He wanted to go. He's like, let me go. Let me go. Aya Cthulhu. I mean, to the mother. After the execution of the mad scholar Halden, many intellectuals are scared to explore unconventional ideas. Well, as long as you're not going crazy. I don't mind if you have that. It's just you're going crazy. You don't want to do that. It's wrong. Oh, we still got to deal with this shit. We still got to deal with this damn book again. The king declares that the Book of Choices is too dangerous to be locked in the library where no one can read it. Such a hazardous item should always be kept on hand where an eye can be kept on it. Do we move the Book of Choices from the library to the council room? Oh, this looks big. look. Like, okay, Devil, I think you're gonna be with me on this. I fucking hate this book. I know what it is. And you're telling me, King, in your wisdom, you're gonna let a book that has driven everyone who has ever read it incurably insane, you want to take it out of the library and put it in the council room with the people who run your fucking kingdom, and you think that's a good idea? You want to put the Necronomicon around us, where it can start whispering its crazy shit into our brains, and think, this is a good idea. We're going to just have you guys in the room where nobody can read it. Nobody's going to read it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. This is a recipe for disaster. Like, this is like, why don't you just put the One Ring in the room with us? See what happens there. Give it some time. This kingdom will end up like fucking Numenor, getting pimp slapped by God down into the abyss. I'm not taking the risk. Yeah, some scholars might go crazy, but you know what? Scholars don't run the fucking country. We do. And it's better that they go crazy than we go crazy. No, we are not moving this shit into the council room. Hell to the no. The book of choices is kept away from us. How rude! Led by the king himself, we rush to the library to... What? No! No! I don't want to read the book! What? Oh, no. Led by the king himself, we rush to read the contents of the book, but there is no meaning to be understood, only a kaleidoscope of ever-changing words that blurs your mind. As we read the king, and we slowly slip into a deep slumber. We slowly awaken a strange dream. Oh my God, we're in the city beneath the sea. Oh God, we're about to fight the great old ones. No. No. I don't want to fight Cthulhu. I don't want to fight Dagon and Hydra. I don't want to fight them. Why did we read the book? Why did we read the book? No. The king enters the door on the door is on the floor, and we follow him. Rooms repeat endlessly, with little variation if designed by a frugal architect, and we easily get... Of course it is! Weird objects hang from the ceiling of each room, and perplexing symbols are marked on each door. We go through the door, but the locks lock behind us, making it impossible to go back. Oh, dear sweet God, we are fucked. How did it get to this? We might as well finish it. We're stuck in the fucking labyrinth. The last sentence we remember from the Book of Choices threatens echoes in our minds. There are 2 exits from this labyrinth. When you choose your path, remember, madness breeds contradiction, yet sane minds look for consistency. Choose a door. Door A or door A or door B. Oh, no. Oh. My kingdom for save stating. This is one of those things I would save scum the shit out of this, but I can't. Oh, man. Where's my dice? I wish this was a bad drug trip. I wish we were all just smoking on some dank kush while listening to Styles SP's I get high, good time. That is the ultimate weed song right there. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. Like people say that Drop It While It's Hot and Because I Got High are weed songs. No. Styles SP I Get High, Good Times. That is the best weed song ever. Look it up. And you probably know it because it's the song that plays in Soul Plane when the plane's about to take off. I get high every day. I get high every night. Yeah. Okay. This might be the most important die roll in this entire game. All right. Whatever it is, I'm gonna live. You know what? We're going to get 2 out of 3 rolls, just to be fair. Whichever the 1 through 3 is door A, 4 through 6 door B. So we're going to do 2 out of 3 rolls. Whichever one gets the most rolls, we're going to go with that one, and we're going to stick with it. Whatever happens, happens. We're going to deal with it, and hopefully we can get out of this godforsaken Cthulhu contact high. All right, first roll. It's a 3. Second roll. A 4. Last roll. It's a 4. We're going to door B. To quote Samuel L. Jackson from Jurassic Park, hold on to your butts. We gotta make more choices? Okay. Alright, they say, okay. I'm gonna go with B. God damn it. Ugh. We'll go all B's. Oh, what is that? What is that in the middle? I hope that's a crack. I hope it's not some kind of shadow demon coming to eat me. Alright, let's mix it up. We'll go door A. Oh, we're back here again. Alright. Let's go door B. Door B again. And door B again. What the hell is going on? Why? All right. The clue was. All right. I think I understand. All right. We're gonna try it. Door A. And there's a cage in front of us, so let's go to door B. Oh, fuck this. Oh, fuck right the hell off. I'm not talking to no fucking evil demon jester. Fuck this. Oh, no. I don't want to fuck no fucking clowns. No. We hear the king muttering, when the glass is shattered, what do the shatters reflect? The king's mind has been broken by a truth too horrible to contemplate. His contradictory beliefs sometimes keenly reflect an incoherence in the very nature of reality, but most of the time he's just plain mad, and that becomes his new moniker among those who know this secret. The Mad King jealously guards the book of choices in his chambers, feverishly reading it to himself and to all his heirs. No! This lingering madness will continue to curse the royal family for decades to... Oh, the whole line is screwed. The whole line is screwed. Oh, that is horse shit. That fucking book has fucked up our kingdom. That fucking book. The king enters the council room, his face pale and tired as if he'd not slept for a while. You think he's been reading the fucking Necronomicon? I came to a grave decision, he says. I have a dear friend that I trust completely. She knows a ritual that can make me immortal, but to perfect it, she needs some time, 8 young and a quiet... I pray to you, Eru Iluvatar, cast this whole fucking kingdom into the abyss like you did Numenor, because we are utterly and completely fucked. We're done. I mean, this is done. Like, now we got the king. He's batshit crazy because of the Necronomicon, and now he wants to become immortal from this same bitch who we trusted, and she says she needs 8 young girls and a quiet place to study and practice. This whole Let's Play has gone down a dark, dark path. I thought we were just dealing with the fucking Biff Tannins. I would love to go back to the days when Biff Tannen would call me Butthead every time I went to go see him. I would miss this. Now look at us. I want your support. It sounds crazy, but he's the... Of course he is crazy. And entrust 8 girls to him? No! No! My king, you are fucking crazy! No! For the king's own sake, we decide to reject his request. We cannot allow him to be stained by such a crime. He mutters something about his impeding death and leaving the room. After a while, the chamberlain brings us a letter he secretly retrieved from the king's chambers. It proves that Celestine and her followers were behind this vile work. She fucked us. She fucked us. We helped her out, and she fucked us. After we refused to hand over 8 girls to a certainly grim fate, Celestina seems intent to proceed with her plan all on her own. The Sisters of the Unending, her heretical acolytes, began causing havoc in the realm. Nobody knows where they're based, but we receive reports that their appearance in the strangest places, seeking to acquire medical instruments like saws and scalpels. When girls start disappearing around the kingdom, many immediately assume they're responsible. The army is hunting them down and managed to arrest some. However, none of the captured Sisters of the Unending seem willingly to reveal her plans. Of course not. They're crazy cultists. Oh God, this is turned into fucking Jonestown. Yeah, we need to deal with this crazy shit. The king is crazy. Alright, the Mad King barges into the council room shouting, "That is enough! You will make all the decisions, ignore my will. I order you to disobey all my Okay, now he's Bizarro. He has become Bizarro. Me am Bizarro. Me am not king. Me am worst king of all time." We're following Bizarro now. Me am not scared. Me am very, very safe and secure in the castle. Me does not pray to God that the kingdom stays not safe and not well. Me am very not scared. Will we obey the king to disobey the king's order? Either one is bad. It's bizarre. It's Bizarro. It's literally Bizarro World now. It is literally Bizarro World now. So you disobey my orders? It does not matter. The end is coming, and my unbalanced mind cannot prevent it. Let's see if we can't hunt this bitch down. We gotta do something. A thief who calls herself Magpie, like the DC villain, all right, claims to have found a very compromising letter from the king's exchange with Celestina, where he questions established religious truths. She asks for an outrageous sum not to be released to the public, an act that would damage the credibility to the crown. Do we surrender Magpie's blackmail? Oh, this is unequivocal. Everybody's on board with this. We got no choice. We can vote nay, but we will lose a lot. We will lose our allies. So we ain't got. I'm just trying to clean up this king's mess. He has gone nuts. He is nutso. He is donezo. We give in to Magpie's blackmail, bringing 11 perfect diamonds to the agreed location where we find the incriminating letter. Its content is indeed damning, as the king expressed doubts about the very divinity of the mother. He even quoted the historian Hart's controversial theory that she was just the powerful ruler of a long-forgotten empire. Once the rumor that we negotiated with the blackmailers, we start to receive unwelcome criminal attention more frequently. It's all going downhill. The king was dethroned. Well, at least we got some influence on this. You know what? I'm tired of extremists. I'm going to go back to moderate. Everything was better when he was moderate. Alright. Let's see. What can we build? Yeah, let's... You know what? Let's blow some shit up. I feel like blowing some shit up. Let's build some bombs. Okay. Alright. Form an alliance with these guys. Nice. Alright, let's see. Alright, we've made some good alliances. We got a good number, a chunk of money. I need a peppermint. How did things go so bad? How did things go so wrong? Things just went bad to worse. Just kept going bad. Alright. Alright, we got plenty of coins to spend. Let's see if we can't deal with this hair. They can't deal with the crazy shit. The king interrupts the council. The shadows of the rising sun are coming for us. The end that will start all over again is near. You must listen to me. Can we listen to the king? You know what? We're boned. We're boned either way. We are boned. If we're going to go in for a penny, fuck it. I have lost all faith in humanity now. The king talks our ears off with his delusions. Delirious talk for more than an hour. When he's done, the mad king leaves the room singing an eerie tune. Comb the belly, comb its hair. Will you live and learn and leave an heir? Rip off the fur, be a man. All will die and one will stand. Life is no more complicated than a boar's belly, is it? One day you comb its fur, the next day it will wash its tusk in its blood. The ungrateful beast. Yeah, we're going. We often get one choice, and you get one. Oh, yes, you will. And I tell you, you'll get the best choice, because whatever you choose, the outcome will be the same. Some will live and some will die. I tell you, of course, those who live and those who die will be different. But let's not be quibblers, shall we? Point is, it will be fun and sad with all the death and stuff, but mostly fun. The cheese has slid off this guy's cracker. All right. The enemy. Okay. I want to get away from the capital for a bit. Can we do that? Can we get away from the capital? All right. Enemy clothed in shadow. A plague hits Laius in the Duchy of Olwyn. Promptly named the Red Scythe. The infection makes people regurgitate blood until they die. Ugh, another. Again with the blood. At the potential cost of condemning the seemingly unaffected citizens, the holy attendant believes the entire city should be quarantined to prevent the plague from spreading. Do we quarantine the plague city, sacrificing the healthy citizens? That'll go down, but morale will go up. All right, we're smart enough to we're smart enough to figure out this shit. We can figure it out. We can figure it out. Just the infected believe they have been cursed. Many start roaming the countryside around Linus seeking a cure or cause. In the nearby forest, they surprisingly discover a pit containing 13 rotten corpses of greenish flesh and strange ritual markings inscribed on their skin. Some suspect the Red Scythe was not a natural illness. Oh, you think? Without the affected being isolated, the plague spreads to the countryside around Laius. Fortunately, the region is sparsely populated, so we avoid a mass pandemic, so there's that. So we make do with what we got. Okay. Let's go back to Libra. Alright. A Tale of Sorrow. I've been wanting to do this from the start of the video. Geron, an extravagant sculptor from the Republic of Kilblibli, offered to realize for us a beautiful statue of Rayla, the saint daughter of fertility, to bring spiritual relief to the troubled population of the Mark of Tyrael. A cultural achievement for sure, but quite pricey. Do we fund the saint daughter's statue? Everybody's saying aye. Yeah, we need some kind of The statue inaugurates a new realist paradigm in the arts, enriching the culture of our kingdom. No matter how much it costs, it was worth it. Yeah, this started off as like some Lord of the Rings shit, and now we're starting to get into some berserk levels of shit. The statue of Rayla does not feed the hungry outcast, but its majestic sight does ease their minds. It's really hard to stay moderate in this shit. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can't deal with this. Celestina sends a sinister message. Despite your oppositions, I acquired the secret of immortality. My intentions are pure, and I only want what's best for the realm. Let me join the court, and I'll make your ruler immortal. Keep fighting me, though, and the power of life and death shall be wielded against you. Do we welcome her to the court? Oh, that is just an overwhelming no. You know what? It's going to cost me some money, but I don't want this bitch anywhere near us. I'm keeping all my allies. And I'm just going to say... I don't want this bitch anywhere near us. Fuck it. Fuck it. No. We decide not to send an answer, even if the thought of what could happen makes many in the court shiver. We immediately give orders to increase the measure adopted to protect the king and court, but after a few weeks, nothing seems to happen. Maybe Celestina's menace was only a bluff. Weeks later, terrifying news reaches the council. A seemingly dead corpse is sighted wandering Libra. A thin girl with wounds that would incapacitate a strong adult. No, we got deadites now. When our guard approaches, she slaughters them with her bare hands, exhibiting impossible strength. As sightings of the monstrous girl multiply, some suspect there is more than one of these. Oh God! Oh. Few who encounter them survive to tell the tale, as testified by the horrible mutilated victims found each morning. People start calling these unholy fiends the Hollow Maidens, but those who do not see their brutally mutilated dismiss it as a sordid fairy tale. Now we got fucking zombies. And the eclipse is almost here. I don't know, devil. I don't know. It just keeps getting worse. I try to fix it. I'm trying to fix it, but all it does is just make things worse. It's just making things worse. Alright. Viewing the Hollow Maidens as the antithesis of the Mother, the Priory Mother asked the Council to combine the forces of the cult with the army to fight this unholy menace. The High Commander agrees, but two sides are arguing over their priorities. The cult wants to protect the people, while the only aim of the army was to defeat the enemy. Do we assign leadership of the cult army allegiance to the cult? Alright, I'm gonna pay for some influence here. But it's okay. Let the cult. The cult has been good to us. The cult has been good to us. They've been nothing but good and fair to us. Let's let them help. With the blessing of Orslan, the saint daughter of strength, the Priory Mother appoints Una, a fighter priestess from the Circle of the Blessed, as the Iron Priestess. Yeah, I wish we could go back to just pissing off the Elrics. She will be in charge of the Silver Mallet, a new task force dedicated to fighting all monstrous and unnatural enemies. The Silver Mallet will prioritize the well-being of the people over the defeat of the enemy. Under the control of the Iron Priestess and morally guided by the cult, the Silver Mallet will oppose any supernatural threat to the realm. The monstrous Hollow Maidens come to plague the Knight of Light in Libra, but now we feel a bit more protected from their ravenous attacks. Okay. The commanders of the Silver Mallet devise a new training regimen. Soldiers and priestesses prepare to battle the Hollow Maidens together. Their blessed litanies motivate them to stand against the unnatural creatures. While it costs the lives of many, even one of these fiends, one knight of the Silver Mallet manages to overpower and capture a Hollow Maiden. Alright. Even though the maimed and impaired, the creature is difficult to approach and rapidly hisses at our brave fighters while they put them to the pyre. Only fire can put an end to it. Alright. Kill it with fire. That's what you gotta do. Kill it with fire. Alright, the king has abdicated. Yep, and you know what? After I make these last ones, we are going to call it a wrap here. So I'm going to make these modifications. All right. We don't got no black crowns, so damn it, we can't even pick a moderate anymore. We're stuck like this. I guess we can go opportunist. Alright. We can build nothing right now. So we're just gonna have to wait until next time because we don't have enough black crowns to build anything. What's in progress? The RX bombs need some time to do, so we're just gonna continue. And nothing more I want to do here. So we're gonna continue. And we are gonna call it a wrap here. This went from bad to worse, really, really bad, really, really fast. Hopefully next time we'll be able to do a bit more, but we might switch games next week. I'm thinking about doing, if I can figure out a good stream setup, I might do Stellaris. Recently got that a couple of months ago, haven't had much time to play it. Nice little 4X Empire builder in space. Very good graphics, so we'll be able to play that. Might play that. We might play Pathfinder Adventures again. We haven't played that in a while, and that one's a pretty fun game. Might name some characters after some folks. I'm not sure what else we'll play, but we're definitely gonna do something next week because I need something to just wash my brain of this. This was a dark, dark run. So, with that out of the way, I want to thank everybody who stopped by. Card Junkie, Hairball, whoever was watching, and hope you enjoyed it. And of course, Devil for helping me survive through this shit. So hopefully, next time we'll be able to do something more. But yeah, this was just bad. So, with that in mind, thank you all for watching. This has been Shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat saying good night, and